Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Timmy. Welcome back to the Chic Hive with a new video, and it's not a beauty video. It's a tag video. I was contacted by an American YouTuber named Latoya. Her channel is Curly Girl Life. I will be putting it in the description box down below. And she asked me, she slid into my DMs via Instagram and asked me to do a first time tag video, which is just a couple of questions, about 15 in total, about different times you did something for the first time. And as you have noticed, I'm in a different place. I'm in the living room. I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a change of scenery, and I won't lie, the lighting is really great here. It's fantastic, it's amazing. So if you do hear a bit of an echo or some background noises, that is my family. But yeah, let's just jump right into the video. But let's just first of all, I want to thank Latoya so very much for reaching out to me and considering me for this tag. I really appreciate it. YouTubers gotta stick together, it doesn't matter where we are. Thank you so much, Latoya. And let's get into the first question. So the first question is my first crush. I'm gonna be reading from my book, my pug book, Pugosaurus. You know I love pugs. So the first question is my first crush. I have two answers for this. My first celebrity crush still is kind of, because now he's problematic, Justin Timberlake. I absolutely loved him during his NSYNC days. I love him so much. Even from the Jerry Curl days, he was just always my favorite. And I've literally had every single album of his up until his latest offering. I don't even know what it's called, but I heard some of the music and it was not amazing. So yeah, last year was not a good year to have faves. All of our faves just showed us that why we shouldn't like them anymore. But anyways, Justin was my first celebrity crush. My first in real life reality crush, I want to say it was grade 6 or grade 7 in primary school. And for those who might be viewing in America, that's elementary school. And I won't mention his name because he might watch this or he might find out. But anyways, he knew I had a crush on him. I had a very big crush on him. And funny enough, he actually was Xhosa. Like, if you guys watched the video before this one, which you should have, you should go check that video out first. It's hilarious that my very first crush happened to be the ethnic group in South Africa that I'm still kind of, they just keep on coming to me. So I like them from the get-go. Maybe it was always just meant to be that I'm meant to marry a Xhosa man. I don't know what God has in store for me, but anyways, he was my first crush and I really liked him a lot. I don't know why. And actually, he was new to our school, but so several girls had crushes on him. I was definitely one of those girls. And I actually made it known, even though I was really scared. And obviously, he didn't share the same feelings. The feelings were not mutual. But we remained friends after that, if that makes sense. Like, I just got over the crush and let it die. He wasn't interested in me. What can you do? Next question is my first kiss. And my first kiss happens to be with a Xhosa guy. Guys, me and these Xhosas, the guys from day one. So I went to an all-girls school. My brother went to an all-boys school, the brother-sister schools in Pretoria. And he was in my brother's grade. He wasn't necessarily my brother's friend. I don't know how we even got to be dating. He was something like my first boyfriend, because going on to the next question is first date. He was the very first guy I ever went on a date on. And you guys might be thinking I was in high school. Do you understand that? I was in high school. I think I was in grade 9 or grade 10. I want to say one of the two, I can't remember. But that's just my mom's very strict. There was no I was going to date before I was in high school. So he was my very first date and my very first kiss. So my first kiss happened at a sporting event at my brother's school. It's a really big event. It's boys' Hive, it's uppies, it's a rugby tournament of sports with all different other sports. I think hockey is also played. That's besides the point. So I remember us holding hands, and then it was time to go, and my friend's dad was gonna come pick us up. And it was just it was literally just touching of lips. I don't think it was a kiss. That was the first time my lips have ever touched on a boy's lips, okay? So that was my first kiss. And going on to the second one, or third question, the first date. So our first date was at Milam. Oh my gosh, damn. And we went to go watch a movie. Oh my gosh, guys, we watched such a terrible ass movie. We went to go watch Knowing by Nicolas Cage. If any of you guys have watched it, you'll realize how that is such a cock movie. But yeah, and we didn't kiss on that day. My mom came to fetch me, and it was just, yeah, that was my very first date. So, interesting times in my life. Interesting times with Bustle Man from day one, babes. Okay, so the next question is my first piercing. Obviously, I have piercings on both of my earlobes. I don't know if it's, I want to say it's like it's a black thing. And a black thing meaning just like worldwide, like even African Americans. Girls tend to get their ears pierced really young. Like when you're like a baby, especially here in South Africa. Maybe I shouldn't be talking for African Americans, but for black people here, I know that you get your ears pierced when you're a baby. So I don't even remember getting this. Like, I don't remember the pain, don't remember anything. But I did have another piercing. I had a nose ring. It was over here. And I got it in my first year of varsity. It was first year of varsity. I had to get it twice. Story is, the first time I got it, my friends were getting it. Two of my friends were getting it at a pharmacy in Grahamstown, and it was with a gun. So it's quick, but it really feels like somebody's kicked you in the face. So I decided, okay, fine, let me just do it. Let me be brave. I was literally the only one who had tears like rolling down my eyes afterwards. I was like crying, but it was just like, this is painful, this is painful. So I had a stud, and I remember the one time I forgot that I had it. It was early days. And I wiped my face with a towel, and it just hooked on, and it just pulled that out, and that was so painful. Oh my goodness, that was painful. So I had it for that year, and then I had to have x-rays done on my face, and I had to obviously take it out, like I took out my earrings. And for whatever reason, it wouldn't go back inside. So I'm like, it's fine, I'll let it close. And then I go back to varsity, I'll just get it again. A whole year went by. And I got it again via a gun. And it didn't really last long. I think it was within a month. I don't know what happened, that it fell out mid-groove. You know, I was in the club, and then when I went back to res, I'm like, hey, where's my nose ring? I was just like, clearly I was never meant to have it for a long time. Anyways, that was my first piercing. And the fifth question actually, I'm not going to answer all of these questions, I feel, because some of them I don't have an answer for them. Like, one of them is first pet. I don't have it. I mean, I never had a pet, but fish are not pets. I don't consider fish pets. I've always wanted a dog. Duh. But that's never happened. And another question is like first car. For those of you who are subscribed and have been watching my videos, you guys know I don't have a car. Again, if anybody wants to give me money for a car, or just buy me a car, that would be great. So, I mean, those things would apply to me. So, the fifth question on this list is first tattoo. And there's a very beautiful tattoo here. I don't know if I'm showing it nicely. So beautiful. Obviously, you guys saw, if you subscribe to my channel, which you should be, don't forget to subscribe. I have a vlog on getting this tattoo. I only got it last year in October, and it's my very first tattoo. It's certainly not my last. The artist who did this tattoo is super talented. I will put her Instagram link down below. Again, for those of you who want to check her out, who are in the Joburg area or even in Pretoria. But she's based at a tattoo parlor called the Black Lodge in Parktown North, which is in Joburg, and she's amazing. She's recently posted these king proteas that she did for somebody, and I've never seen proteas done that beautifully. They are super clean, they're not too dark, it's just so crisp and beautiful. And you can see she's really good in doing tattoos on people of color. So shout out to Jade for doing the most with my first tattoo. I love it. I'm definitely going to get a second one this year. Probably on the side for like symmetry purposes. I'm weird like that. But yeah, that's my first tattoo. My first roller coaster. I've only been on a roller coaster once. And it was at Gold Reef City. It was many years ago. And when I mean many years ago, I think I was in grade 9. And we went to Gold Reef City. And yeah, there are different rides, but this is like a roller coaster. I went on the Anaconda. Anybody who's been to South Africa, who's been to Gold Reef City, who knows the Anaconda, it'll basically strap you in and your feet dangles. It's that kind of roller coaster. I did it once. I'm never gonna do it again. Maybe I can go on a different kind of roller coaster in another country or somewhere else in the country. I don't know the other places like Gold Reef City within our country. There used to be, what's it called? Ratanga Junction. And I want to say it was in the Western Cape, but that closed many years ago. But not that I'm not a fan of roller coasters, I'm not afraid of heights. I'm definitely not afraid of heights. I want to bungee jump one day. I love to go parachuting one day. Skydiving. But yeah, I screamed the entire time and my voice was very sore, like for the rest of the day. That was my first roller coaster. And the 7th question, very, very personal question, but I don't mind talking about this, of course. I think you guys would know, for those who watch this channel. It's my first period. I remember getting my period much earlier than all of my friends at the time. I was like the first one to get boobs and the first one to get my first period. And I don't remember the exact day, but I remember being in our old house and being in the gates bathroom, and then suddenly there was blood. I didn't freak out or anything. I'm like, just went to mom, I'm like, Mom, just call my mom. And I called them like, Mom, there's blood on my panty. What the hell is going on? And then she explained to me, and like, I don't remember the conversation. But one thing I want to take away from it, it was like, not that it was a bad experience, you know, she explained to me what happened, what happens and everything. But I think going forward for me, I'd like to instill in my child when they have their first period, I want to make it a big deal. I want to for us to go get her nails done and for me to explain everything and get her a gift. Like a little gift bag or something full of stuff to just help her through that first period. I just want to make it more of a big deal than it was for me, because I think it's a very big deal. It's such a change in your life and it's something very natural. It shouldn't be taboo. But I just want to make it something I don't want you to hate your period. It's uncomfortable. I suffer from bad period pains, but it's a part of life, and I just want that very first time to be something that it will be celebrated. On to the next question, question number 8. Very deep question, and it's something I think everybody can relate to. The question is the first time losing a loved one. So when I was very small, I know my great grandmother passed away, but I was small, so I wouldn't really count that as the first time I lost a loved one. Also, my grandfather on my dad's side passed away. The first major impact of ever losing a loved one was when I lost my dad. I lost my dad in 2003, so it's been a very long time. It's almost 13 years this year. 13? Damn, can I count? What year is it, guys? Yeah, no, shoot, guys, wait, it's 16 years. Yo, my maths is bad. Whew. My maths is bad, babes. Whew. No, so it's 16 years. And he suffered from a stroke. I didn't know he had diabetes. I don't think he did either. My dad was a gynecologist. I like telling people that he was one of the very first black gynecologists. He studied at Medunsa. Obviously, you guys know, coming from the history of our country, living in apartheid, having, first of all, a black doctor, major thing, and then being specialized in gynecology, major thing. So it was actually his colleagues that delivered me and my twin brother. And yeah, he passed away, he had a stroke, and he was sick for quite some time. And yeah, I really actually vividly remember the day my mom told us, my aunts were there. If I remember correctly, I want to say my cousins were also there that day, but it didn't click to me that he wasn't coming back. It's been a very long time. Hey, 16 years is a very long time. I'm okay with telling people that my father is no longer with us. Many people do relate to it. It's either that you've lost a parent or somebody like a parent. So it's just been the three of us for quite some time. So that was my first time losing a loved one. Very sad, but such is life. What can you do? So we're gonna skip 9 and 10 because that's first car, first pet. Can't relate. My first job. Oh, that's a difficult question because I don't know what constitutes like my first real time, real life working 9 to 5 job. I was an intern now 3 years ago at a magazine place, and I was there for like 2.5 years. I was an intern for 6 months. That was like my first real job. But when I was in varsity, I did work at the campus radio station. Like, you join it as a society, but then I took on being one of the music librarians, so creating playlists for certain shows. And that was like the first time I needed to call SARS and get a tax number. So I would constitute that as my first job. I actually really did try during my high school days, during the high school holidays, to like either do waitressing or like work at the Mr. Video, and those things still existed. Sorry, but it just never happened. They never gave me an opportunity, but I would constitute that being a music librarian at the campus radio station as my very first job, because that's when the first time I knew of a tax number. Not that I got taxed, you just needed it for admin purposes. But yeah, I'd say that was my first job, so yeah. So the next question is my first fight/argument. I don't really know how to answer this. I'm not sure the context of it. Is it first relationship fight? You know, or like physical fight? Because if it's that, I've only been in one physical fight in my life. I'm not necessarily proud of it, I'm not. But it just shows you that as cute and as sweet as I look, disrespect the people I love, you might catch these hands, okay? So, and I was on varsity, eh? Oh my gosh, when was it? I want to say like my third year. My third year of varsity, I got into a physical fight with this girl because she was disrespecting my friends, and my friends are not, you know, they weren't those kind of people to be like, you want some smoke, come get it. They're not those people, and I definitely was. I've always been that girl. I'm the firecracker, I would say, in my group of friends. I'm not proud of it. I'm not saying that violence is the answer. I'm really not. But I think we've all had those moments where words were just not enough, and somebody just needs to be told, you don't talk to the people in life like that. You don't do that. That's not how you roll here. No. But the first fight/argument, I mean, guys, I have a sibling. I have a twin brother. People like to think we are close. Yes, we're close, but we fight like any other siblings do. And I feel like sometimes, especially when we were younger, it was magnified because of that we're twins. So yeah. But first physical fight, it was not that long ago. Third year, 2014. Oh my gosh, it was 5 years ago. Jeez, that is a long time ago. Woo, guys. Anyways, moving on. My first drink of alcohol, I remember this very clearly. My mom, as I've said before, very, very strict, okay? So I never touched alcohol till I was 18. I'm not joking. Like, I swear to God, I'd never touched alcohol until I was legally allowed to do so. And I remember the first time we went to this club in Menlo Square. For those who know, it was called Hive, and it was a friend. She was having her 18th birthday there. Her birthday is also in June, so it was after hours, so we could legally drink there. So we got there, cool, showed ID. Oh my goodness. And it was so exciting, and literally the first thing we decided to do was get a shot of straw rum. For those of you who've had straw rum, that's not necessarily the wisest decision when you've never had alcohol before in your life. I remember how strong it was, how warm my chest felt, And definitely I got very, I don't want to say very drunk, I was like pretty drunk very quickly off a very low amount of drinks. So that was my first touch of alcohol. Now I went to Rhodes, so I'm something like a pro. I feel like I have a better tolerance than my friends who didn't go to Rhodes, but definitely being outside of Rhodes. Rhodes is known for their drinking. Guys, it's in Grahamstown. There's not much to do. We drink, we party hard, but we still graduate. First time on my own. So first time on my own, again, definitely it was varsity. And it was actually my second year. My brother and I did go down to Rhodes together. He was studying law, and he decided that wasn't for him. So come second year, I went down by myself, and that was difficult. That was the first time we were separated, so to speak. Or we went to, like, look, we went to co-ed schools all our lives up until high school, where we went to same-sex schools, but they were brother-sister schools. They're literally up the road from each other, you know. So we were always together. But that was, I remember 2013 was the first time I celebrated my birthday without my brother there. My brother wasn't, like, it was very weird. So that was the first time I would say I was on my own, because yes, I was on my own going to varsity in Grahamstown in my first year, but I had my brother. But that was the first time I didn't have any family member very close to me, you know. So yeah, that was the first time on my own, and I really enjoyed my time at Rhodes. Those who've been to Rhodes knows that place needs a cleansing. I won't lie, that place definitely needs a cleansing. It's a lot, but I enjoyed my time at Rhodes. I enjoyed my time in Rays. I tell those people this all the time, and yeah, I'll never forget the experiences, bad and good, that I had at Rhodes. Ooh, that hurts. The last question is my first trip or / vacation. I can't remember. Like, when you're small, guys, I think all our parents took us to Durban or Cape Town, you know. I can't necessarily remember those. I want to say the first trip I had maybe by myself, and I call it a trip. It was when I was in Grahamstown at Rhodes, and I went to PE with the guy that I was with at the time, him and his friends. That was like the first time I was like on a trip, not with mom or anything like that. I don't think I've ever, like, me and my friends, we definitely want to take a road trip. I've never left the country. It's so sad. I really want to leave the country one day. And I'm like definitely the type of girl who's gonna do the very touristy stuff. Not necessarily like shopping or whatever, but I mean, if the country I go to has a Sephora, I will be there. I think some of the countries that I'd love to visit is Egypt. I definitely want to see the pyramids, Bali, because everybody goes to Bali and it looks beautiful. I'd love to go to Rome. I'd love to go to Italy in general, just because I love pasta. So to have fresh Italian pasta would be amazing. Yeah, there are a lot of places I want to visit, but I feel like, yeah, my first trip by myself kind of was to PE and that's it. So yeah, those are two. I think you guys know quite a bit about me if you watched the very first 2 videos of my channel, the Get to Know Me tag. So I just want to say thank you so much to Latoya from America. Her channel is Curly Girl Life. Do check it out. She has amazing natural hair. I've already subscribed, so I'm definitely going to be taking some tips from her channel to make what's underneath this wig pop some more. Like, I just feel like I've been struggling with my natural hair, so I just need to invest just as much time in these wigs in my natural hair for sure. So I'll definitely be taking tips from her channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I promise you that the next video is going to be beauty related. You guys are going to love it. I've got a new look. But thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down below. Please like and comment if you liked this video so much and you thought it was fun. And yeah, if anybody wants to do the first time tag, don't mind contacting me if you're another YouTuber, and I'll put you in touch with Latoya. She's the one who started this tag, so please will you just tag her in all your other videos if you do the tag yourself. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Bye.